recording this around the time of 4th of July, and what is so very popular around 4th of July? Why, it is fireworks. Mr. PECK, as punishment for your friends playing a little girl's anime game, we're going to have you test fireworks.
Oh, no! No, you can't do this! Oh, no! Well, that is an original idea, actually. I mean, I gotta give you credit. Boy, but it involves me! It involves me! No, no, no! Please, Inquisitor, don't get your reason. This is gonna hurt. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Well, I have to say, though, that we're in the business of content. And so I have to credit the council on this one. This is a very nice one. This is going to go well. We're not throwing condiments on you. We're not throwing tar or feathers or whatever. We're going to just have you test some fireworks. That'll be so fun. Oh, by the way, folks at home, just not to break fourth wall here. Copilot isn't making the picture, by the way. It's not making the picture of me running away from the fireworks. It's saying like, oh yeah, we got no problem. We'll make that picture, and it doesn't make the picture. So you know what's going on. I've tripped a sensor, and I better back off because I don't want my Microsoft account flagged or my Copilot account to be like, "Oh, you're a bad person. You're having a cartoonish character being chased by fireworks. That's so violent. How can you do that? The New World Order and the Antichrist isn't gonna like that. That's not good. Oh, that's so not good. That's not chill cool. That's corporate DEI, you know? Okay, so here we go. Don't worry, I'll act it out. Don't worry. I'm a trained actor here. Uh, oh no! Oh no! What is it? Oh no! Okay, they're having me testing fireworks. Oh no! Oh boom boom bang! Oh no! Oh no! I'm running away. Oh no! They're shooting the fireworks at me. They're laughing at me. They're laughing at my expense. This isn't funny. Oh, this is not funny. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. No, help me. Help me. Okay, the feed has been given back over to me. What the heck was that? Uh, that's not bad, but it's kind of sad because when the Antique Game Emporium actually thought of an idea that would be some decent slapstick, uh, the co-pilot on our computer kind of just wouldn't give. It wouldn't give in to us, and we hit a sensor. That has happened to me. There was a many a time when I gave up on Copilot because, and then sometimes I would just go, you know what? It's been a couple months. Give it a shot, and we got some good pictures out of it. I mean, those were some fun little pictures, and it's done some work for us. But you need to understand there is a sensor, and it absolutely gets offended at you if you just ask, "Hey, what's your rules? What do you not want me to say?" And it thinks you're fucking with it, that you're messing with it. I just said the F word on YouTube, and I'm proud of it because this is supposed to be the year 2011, and we're in edgelord territory. So I have the time traveler card. You do have the time traveler. Oh, we haven't started the show yet. Oh, okay, I'll get back in the closet. Oh, okay. So that's my little rant, and it's just co-pilot being co-pilot. But I kind of wondered, if there was going to be a wall eventually where, okay, so pyrotechnics, asking it to have an old man running with fireworks chasing him and him running around with sparklers, that's probably considered too much. Okay, so I learned where the wall is. but it's okay with condiments. Like he's covered in condiments, getting chased by cats. That's okay. Okay. Billy, you know what to do. Yeah. Welcome to the Frater versus Retro. Frater, it's kind of disappointing because we were recording this around the time of 4th of July. We're recording this on 4th of July. Um, I'll let you know. I have kind of a view of like days off and things like that, and really, I just, I make money off book royalties and stuff, and so I generally have a rule that really there isn't such a thing as a day off unless you're like a construction worker or in retail, or it's something where you're working so hard every day, you need that day off. So it makes sense because literally between you mentally snapping or physically becoming injured because you're not allowing your body to rest. So that's where a vacation really does come in. I just don't do vacations. So today's the day, where a window opens up where I could do one of these shows, and it doesn't matter if it's 4th of July. It doesn't matter if it's, well, I won't do this on a Christmas or a New Year's, but you know how I am. Yeah, I know how you are, Raider. You gotta do whatever you want. Yeah, yeah. So, Atelier Sophie, last episode, that was a lot of work. We did a lot of commentary, really more than we ever do. Yeah. And actually, we did some we hadn't done in years on this show, regardless of platform. We actually went overtime, meaning we actually commentated over the actual footage of the video game, and I allowed it. Yeah, you were really into it. You were talking, and you didn't want to cut it off. I mean, I could have I could have made it go into the next show. With this show, we'll see where the footage takes us. I might do some recycling. That's how you do it sometimes. Yeah, I know. Well, we're gonna get on with the game because I don't like to work too much on this like intro stuff. Like I have to keep putting the different pictures in, and I just don't like that. I want to get right onto it. Now, rise, Danny DeVito. Rise, Danny DeVito! And here it is. The one male character. Well, I didn't play the rest of the game, so I wouldn't know. The one male character of your group, and he's a kind of a dumpy, fat guy. Probably with diabetes. It's PPP. Oh, it's PPP. Oh, well, at least he can tell. At least he give us some Ethan Ralph impressions, like "Suffer, Ethan Ralph, suffer, Nick Ricada."
All right, this should be
Can I?
easy.
Oh, Nick Ricada. Can I? Oh, listen, Nick Ricada told me I
What should we
could
do,
be on
Sophie?
his
Wanna
grave.
look around a little more?
Nick Ricada told me I could
that's
come
enough.
on your father's grave.
Exhausted. But if we stick around too long,
Yes,
some famous
that's
monsters
pretty rough. I mean, Frater. I mean, well, hey, that's blood sports. Blood sports. Hey, haven't we kind of tried to do that? Yeah, but it just comes off weird because it's just one guy doing impressions of different people.
Then we'll take
So
you
it's-
up on that offer.
That's
Right,
not
Oscar?
quite it, but it's kind of fun.
Let me catch my breath.
Yeah, Danny DeVito here. He just, we used to call him Danny DeVito when we first played this back in the VidMe days. Well, he just sort of he's sort of your tank. He clobbers and stuff. Well, off to somewhere
All right,
else.
where to?
Oh, where to? That's not a very good impression, Tom Baker. I know. I know. What's going on? Is everyone broke today or something? Everyone's on rinse and repeat. We're back. Apparently, we didn't even get a choice to go for town or anything. You just sent us right back to the house. That's nice.
That took a long time.
And then everyone else is like, "Oh my God, there's a floating, laughing buck that's talking to us." Oh, we're tripping balls. We're tripping balls again. Oh no. Sophie, your friends are too loud. I am an autistic book. I can't. Oh, they need special sound canceling headphones. Yeah, you're like, shut up, floating book. You don't own this house. I'll be as loud as I want in my house, and my friends are loud as it can be. Yeah, really loud. This always happens in these games, like for example, everyone is attacking like blobs and doing all this magic and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden there's a talking book and everyone is like having like a psychotic freak out, you know, like, my mind is broke, I can't take it anymore, I get a talking book, I can't take it anymore, this is all I can take anymore, there's all these blobs and they're trying to attack me. It sounds like, you imagine some doctor would be like, oh yeah, this one needs being put in a white coat. Oh man, and she is writing our shame, our terrible shame. Yes, this is a reference book by the Great Courses on Alchemy. Course 1 on the alchemy of blah 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 blah. Show 2.
It doesn't sound far-fetched.
Frater, I don't think anyone, any of our audience has ever watched the Great Courses. I don't think. Well, Billy, I think after people go through, like, high school and college, if they do college and more technicals, I don't think they really want to be a teacher ever again.
I'll be leaving. See you later.
Yeah, I think this doesn't mean they don't want to learn, but those years of being like, oh yeah, you got to sit in front of a teacher. But the thing is, it's one thing if you find a teacher that's actually good, though.
I have high hopes, Sophie.
If you've got a bad teacher, it's like a crime. It's like you got to sit in front of a bad teacher. One that has got a bad attitude. They got tenure, and they don't really care if the people get what they're talking about or what. They just don't care. Oh, what the heck is this? What are those inventory type things again? We had the talk on inventory talk again. Yeah, can we have another inventory talk? We got another inventory talk on top of my inventory talk. Well, I just don't want to. It's like one of those RPG things. What this game does is it does like a puzzle game when you're making a potion or something and stuff. So, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of alright, I guess. I guess. Mostly just playing this to make fun of the anime and stuff, Yeah,
I understand.
moments like this kind of boring. I know, it's, it's hard to commentate over these sections. So yeah, you just throw 2-3 different ingredients together, and then you check a few things, and there you go. You got your thing, and there you go, and there you go.
Really okay?
Yeah, great thing, actually. Not really. I mean, it's just kind of basic stuff. Yeah, Frater. I think my voice is getting. I didn't really prepare for this game, like, because we were doing the Halo game yesterday, and there's ways I can have filler commentary for an action game, but I'm like, oh no, not Atelier Sophie. Oh no, I usually really like to go deep on that one and start doing all kinds of riffs and stuff, and oh man, my voice, and it's like, oh man, and have to do Pugapi too, and it's like, oh man, oh, you gotta do Pugapi too. I know, all the pain. So, I'm just going through like the history in my head of all the different like puzzle games I played, from like Tetris, Tegan Tetris, Clax. I actually played that. The first time I ever played Clax was in an arcade. Maybe we'll do Clax sometime on the show. Maybe, because we have the Kin Hank. We can do anything we want. We can do Game Boy Tetris. Game Boy Tetris is one of my favorites as far as retro games. But then there's Clax, there's Tetris, then over on the Sega Genesis there's Columns. And Columns was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing Columns for a long time. Matching the gems and stuff, and to be honest with you, it's been a long time since I, did this game footage that you've seen here. This goes, a lot of times on the show, I have the policy of trying to be at least a year ahead. Never try to be 2 years ahead. That would be fascinating. But, yeah, so, that, with this, I'm sure it's like, you're matching symbols, and then what it is you get like a stronger potion, by, how you're performing or whatever. And yeah, it's a thing, it's a mini game, and it's very, I don't know, I really don't want to commentate much on this. I can't understand. I mean, it's like you want to see silly stuff and fun, actiony kind of stuff. You don't want to just see like the same screen over and over. Well, yeah. I mean, imagine if we did a whole hour doing Pong. Like that would be pretty painful. It would be extremely painful. I mean, but at the time, when you're playing this, you don't really think about that. You don't think about, well, let's see, am I doing something very decent so that, future me is going to be able to have a better time commentating over this. And a lot of times the answer is we don't think about that. Don't think about that at all. Just play the game the way it's going. And this is a game, you'd think, you had this on Steam or something, or your PlayStation, and you can see the PlayStation symbols, like it. But no, this was on Steam, so I was using an Xbox 360 controller. So it's kind of awkward because, it's like, when they made the PC version, they didn't even think about, changing the format of the button prompts to be either PlayStation or Xbox. Majority of people on a PC will use Xbox controllers. Keep all calm. We're in inventory screen hell. Oh no, Frater, what's going on? Well, we are dealing with multiple of inventory and status screens. You'd think after playing that little mini game, they would just let us go run off into town and, I still can't get, like last episode, when you come back to your town, and you're expected they would like put you right in town, like where you last left off, and no, they just teleport you to your house, and it's like, well, how did you know I would want to go there? Maybe I want to go to a store. Now I got some things to sell after battling monsters. Like, I don't really. These aren't my kind of games. I mean, let's just be honest. We're making fun of this. Unfortunately, the first time we played this, it didn't go to plan. Because the point was, it was supposed to make upset anime and weeaboo fans. We were supposed to get a ton of bad heat in the comment section. Unfortunately, Doc Maddie doesn't really allow comments on the Mechatrek videos. He won't tell me why. I don't think he really talks about anything. I know. And so we have for our existence, we have a choice. We either have a mad scientist we talk to at Saturn Ground Productions, or we talk to a corporate lackey, and he usually just talks to us when it's like convenient, and that's not good. Yeah, so we dealing with inventory screens and lots of inventory screens, and like I said, the whole point was to kind of just piss off the weeaboo fans, to get them really fired up. But that we forgot we didn't really have, like, the algorithm doesn't seem to really, I don't know. I mean, there are times the algorithm kind of does pick us up, and then it doesn't. Well, what the funny thing is the other channel, it gets daily views on an old video making fun of Medellin. Yes, it is a mirrored video. A pastor gave permission to people in the comments to mirror his videos because YouTube didn't like him and his highly political theories on things. Oh no, not this scene. Oh boy. Oh, the weeaboos are gonna hate us for what we're about to do. And of course you need your help of cleaning. I mean, it's not like you're just trying to be the town's doctor or anything. I mean, that means you have plenty of time on your hands, right? Wait a minute, Frater, isn't that Cross-Eyed Mary? It is, it's Cross-Eyed Mary. Yeah, Mother Goose. Oh, yes, Mother Goose. Here she comes. Mother Booba Superior. Oh, boy, these anime games. Apparently there's a church, but they don't worship Jesus, or, they just have like some kind of weird kind of pagan goddess thing going on, and it's always kind of these games are always so weird. Oh, they're so strange. Yeah, it's funny here. For cleaning, you could take some of it, use it for alchemy, but then she gets all guilt trippy. And I like how the AI turns it on her. The NPC turns it on her and says, well, you could buy it then, and it instantly turns into a store. It's like, you can't, it's very rare in video games where they just hey, you could actually have this, because, you're trying to save the world, or you're trying to, because think about it, Sophie is actually like the town pharmacy in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, I don't see anybody else in her town doing this, so she's got a huge. I love it right there. I hate to interrupt myself, but right there, they don't even give the player a choice to have an option on that. Like, Sophie goes, no, I'll pay, and it's like the player. You can hear the player at home going, no. Oh, yeah, we gotta pay now. And then wait a minute, Frater. Frater, right there. It says that statue she was worshiping. It looks like her. Oh no! The church is a cult of personality. It's a cult of personality, meaning all the people in the church are worshiping the priestess. Oh no! Oh, that's so bad. Oh man, that's it says like a David Koresh, Waco, Texas thing. Oh, we're gonna have the ATF smash through this cult here. That's pretty messed up, Raider. Okay, so what I was saying, we gotta go out and fight more blobs. That's right, we gotta slaughter more blobs so we can afford the leftover products in the church that actually are just junk. Oh boy. Yep, I love it. I love it when they don't prompt the player for anything. They're like, nope, you're in for the ride here. I mean, it's supposed to be a role-playing game, so the player should have a lot of leeway into these decisions. Role. But then the town church is like, well, you could give us a donation, and then you don't feel so bad, But if you don't got the money, you don't get nothing, it's like, I get it, game, I get it, it's the old, it's like it's capitalism, it's you gotta have this if you want to have that. You have this, you want to have that. You better have some this, or you're not going to get any of that. Well, that's a very good rant there, Well, it's what games do. But there are times in video games where they do give you something for free, and you appreciate it. Like for example, in some of the Ultima games, you could go to Lord British, and he'll heal you. Sometimes kings and RPGs will heal you and help you to level up. If you've earned enough experience points, the mark down, your levels. In Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2, you go into a church, and a church will heal you. Okay, and it has a Christian cross too. It's not some pagan mumbo jumbo thing, because we can't offend people of other faiths and religions, and it's like, well, no, it's called there's a lot of Christians in the world, especially Catholics in South America and stuff. I'm taking you're not going to offend them. Finally, something I agree with. Go taking a nap. I agree with this. I totally endorse this. It's Boogabiano. So one of the first things I want to kind of comment on is, it's nice it's turn-based. That's a nice thing. But let's just be honest. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Oh, here's an elephant, all right. I see him. I am right over there. He's over there. And he's looking at us. Okay, so, and this is not India, by the way. If it was India, that joke wouldn't even make... People would be like, what? Yeah, there's an elephant. Yeah, we have elephants here. We don't understand. It's because in the West, elephants are on every street or anything, because of their religious festivals. So from the first things that you go is, so you're out in the field now with monsters, and the developers, all the developers could make is an Atari and an Atari style circle with a smiley face in it. Oh, and look at her. She's so happy. She just murdered a piece of Jello. Yeah, we made fun of this years ago. Yeah, she has this. Oh, you look so happy. So happy. You just slaughtered a poor defenseless little Jello that wasn't even hurting anybody or anything. Oh yeah, just only let him have it. Just love it. She feels so adorable now. Frater, I think we got a problem.
Yes. No, wait a minute. You telling me they can't take the time to maybe like use a Dungeons and Dragons uh, monster manual and like find some really scary stuff? That's not cute, Billy. Billy, you go into one of my like Dungeons and Dragons guides from like the Gary Gygax era, or the second edition era where like they nicely paint out and illustrate all the monsters. Yeah, you pick some like horrible beast, that like spews pus or whatever. They go, that doesn't help because we make this game for little girls and they're going to be too horrified to pick up our game. Which of course now that doesn't make sense because Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that stuff, they kind of do that stuff, and the kids are cool with it. They don't seem to be grossed out like, oh, I'm not gonna like that. But then you got the super horny teenage weeaboo boys, and they they don't want scary monsters. They want you to work on every individual corset on each girl. They want all pre-drawn. They want every knot and stitch pre-drawn. Like that one girl there, that's ridiculous. That's her everyday wear. Like why wear that? I can understand if maybe you're trying to like pull back some fat or something with a corset or something, but she's super skinny. There's no real reason for her to be doing that. And yeah, here we go. And like I said, you're fighting monsters that are perfectly smiley faced and look like Jello. And really, what it does is it comes out of the the love of the Dragon Warrior games. But I'll let you know, the Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest games were, guys, they came out of the NES era. That's that's a much more primitive era. But guess what? Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest actually had monsters. They actually had werewolves. They had everything. Dragons. They had everything. They didn't just have the little blobs. Okay, so, oh, is your rant satisfied? Yeah, I guess there'll be more. Welcome to Rick Steves, and we're here at Kitchen Bell. Oh, that's right. We're Rick Steves here. Here at the wonderful Kitchen Bell. Yay! Yeah, we can actually get some tea. No, chill. Billy, I don't think they're really cool about that here. We can get fish. Yeah, we could. Well, we're not of that gender, so. And it's funny, like going back through this footage as we're commentating and stuff, and now mentally I can't unsee it. Like when she's running across town, it feels like she's actually kind of like floating. You'll start to see it where it's like she's on glass or something. Like they don't even have proper sound as she's like going crutch, crutch, crutch. Oh, crutch, crutch, crutch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No proper foot to ground sounds for proper shoes or anything like that. And there's nothing I like more. Like for example, is like hearing the sound of someone walk across a bridge. I can't remember if Oblivion did that, which might have been. I kind of went, hey, I'm not hearing you walk across the bridge. That's kind of not good. But of course that's Bethesda. But
What to make? What materials to use? this good? Okay, let's start. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, good. Oh, this is good. Is this good? Yeah, I should finish it quick. It's done! Okay, break time.
All right, where to?
About Sateringrad Production. Welcome to Sateringrad Productions. We specialize in spiritual books, comic books and old public domain books that have long been forgotten. We also have done artwork for war history books and fiction-based works. We recommend our PECK Holy Bible Volume 1 that is quite popular and attempts to bring the Book of Enoch back into the Bible's list of books. The PECK Holy Bible Volume 1 also has a few selections from Josephus, a Jewish historian, and also the book has Jubilee and the Apocrypha, which is also available in Catholic Bibles. Frater, SH, is an esoteric researcher who is out to reveal ancient knowledge, both known and forbidden. Frater, SH, has appeared on Joshua P. Warren Speaking of Strange, Kevin Smith's show, UFO Show, and Ghost Chronicles International with Ron Clark and Richard Felix, the historian from Most Haunted on the Travel Channel.